Before we begin, take 1 second and subscribe to this channel. If you love history, rare coins, hidden wealth, and stories that most people never hear, subscribing right now means you'll never miss the next discovery. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever held a small coin in your hand and wondered if it might be worth more than your house, your car, or even everything you own combined? Most people never do. They see loose change as noise, something to toss in a drawer or forget in a pocket. But for a certain group of men, especially those who understand time, patience, and legacy, coins are not small things at all. They are silent witnesses to history, power, struggle, and sometimes unimaginable value. Today, I want to talk to you about one such coin. A coin that looks modest. A coin that many people would ignore. A coin from South Africa, dated 1965, with a face value of just 5 cents. 5 cents. Almost nothing. Yet this coin carries a story that stretches across politics, metal, secrecy, and collectors who would give anything to own the right version of it. Picture South Africa in 1965. The world was tense. The Cold War was shaping decisions behind closed doors. Gold and precious metals were more than commodities. They were tools of power. South Africa was one of the world's most important sources of minerals, and every coin minted during that time reflected not only economic needs, but political intent. The 5-cent coin of 1965 was struck during a period when minting practices were changing, metals were being tested, and errors, variations, and special strikes quietly slipped through the untrained eye. It's just another coin. Small, round, simple design. But collectors know better. They know that the real value of a coin is not written on its face. It is hidden in the details. The metal composition, the minting pressure, the die alignment, the finish, the year, the context, and sometimes the mistake that was never meant to exist. Men who collect coins seriously don't do it for fun alone. They do it because coins are honest. A coin does not lie. It does not change its story to impress you. It sits there, exactly as it was created, waiting for someone with knowledge and patience to understand it. That's why coin collecting has always attracted men who think long-term, who respect craftsmanship, and who understand that true value is often invisible to the crowd. The 1965 South Africa 5-cent coin sits right in that category. During this period, experimental batches were rumored. Changes in alloy ratios were tested. Limited runs were produced before standards were finalized. Some coins were struck using dies that were later destroyed. Others were minted in quantities so small that even official records became unclear over time. And when documentation fades, mystery grows. When mystery grows, value follows. What makes this coin especially fascinating is how often it was overlooked. For years, it passed through hands unnoticed. It sat in jars, drawers, and old collections. Some were spent, some were lost, but a very small number were preserved in near-perfect condition, untouched by circulation, untouched by time. And those are the coins that make collectors lean forward, lower their voices, and start talking in serious numbers. There is also the psychological side of it. Men over 55 understand something younger people often don't. Real wealth is not loud. It doesn't scream. It whispers. A rare coin doesn't announce itself. It waits for the right person to recognize it. That recognition is a skill earned through years of experience, mistakes, learning, and patience. And when you finally hold something truly rare, the feeling is not excitement. It's calm. It's certainty. It's the quiet understanding that you are holding a piece of history that most of the world will never touch. Collectors have long debated this particular coin. Some say it was part of a test strike never meant for public circulation. Others believe it was minted with a unique metal blend that was quickly abandoned. There are even stories of a small number being struck under special conditions, then quietly released without markings. No press release, no announcement, just silence. And silence is where legends are born. Over time, as global coin markets matured, attention returned to overlooked regions. South Africa became one of those regions. Collectors began re-examining old coins with modern tools, modern knowledge, and modern money. And when the 1965 5-cent coin was reevaluated under this new lens, jaws dropped. What was once dismissed became desirable. What was common became rare. And what was rare became priceless. This is why older collectors often say, never judge a coin by its size. They know that value is built from scarcity, condition, story, and demand. When all four align, price becomes almost irrelevant. The right buyer doesn't ask how much. He asks if it's real. And here's the most important part. The value of a coin like this is not fixed. It is not printed in a book. It is decided in private rooms, at invitation-only auctions, between men who understand exactly what they are looking at. These are not impulse buyers. These are legacy buyers. Men thinking about what they will leave behind, not what they will show off. Now imagine discovering that a coin you dismissed years ago is suddenly at the center of attention. Imagine realizing that something small you once held could change everything. This is why stories like this matter. Not because everyone will find one, but because someone will. And that someone might be watching right now. So the next time you see an old coin, don't rush past it. Don't assume. Don't underestimate. Take a closer look. Ask questions. Learn the history. Because history has a way of rewarding those who respect it. And now, as promised, let's talk about the number that made this coin legendary. According to private collector circles and high-end valuation discussions, the most exceptional, rare, and perfectly preserved version of the South Africa 1965 5-cent coin has been spoken about at a value reaching as high as $87 million. Not for the average coin, not for the worn ones, but for the right one, the one with the right story, the right condition, and the right buyer. If you enjoyed this story, remember to subscribe. More hidden histories are waiting.